All right, 86, episode 4, real name, live reaction. Okay, this is the guy going hamski. Good call. Damn. That cat, bro.
Yeah, he's goated.
Theo, get in the game, would you? No, I'm just playing. He's got some shit to deal with.
Theo, start playing. He's
Oh,
like,
the
"What?"
swords to his back. It's the thing. Damn it, the imagery in this show.
Everything means something.
Yeah. Red hair girl's there, I think.
Is
Right?
that her?
All
Is that
right.
her? Yeah.
Yeah. Laughing? All right, yeah. Confirmed black-haired chick. What's happening?
I couldn't tell you.
I wonder why.
That thing is a walking beatbox. It's like poof, 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 poof.
Damn.
Damn, Shin. Giving us those looks.
Yeah, right. You're like, I'm sorry. Oh, but she back again. What's your name?
You flower.
Everything means something. She's like the typical
She's like,
girlfriend.
yeah,
Like, girl, spoil yourself. You don't need him.
That's not healthy, says the girl that spoils herself every time she's at it.
Ugh. The jelly shit creeps me out.
I was just gonna say I'm also creeped out, but not by the jelly, but just like how passive everybody is about this situation here.
It's kind of hysterical that now this episode and the last one, I've paid attention to like the jelly
thing.
and the cards, and you're like, dude, like they're doing. I'm like, what'd they say?
Like, dude, the contradict, like, you know, the themes in the show are fucked up, and you're like, why is that pudding moving like that?
Dude, I'm telling you, the imagery in this show though.
The bunny on the mug.
Yeah.
What does it mean?
I promise we're getting all this.
You're not, though. You have different colored hair. Get over it. Oh my god. Ugh. So much prejudice. I can't breathe in here.
She didn't even finish her pudding.
Well, maybe you're not my friend.
Uh-oh. She said her full name. She's going to rat her out.
Dude, and she didn't touch her pudding.
She got that first-hand perspective. This is what definitely kickstarted it, you know? No, I mean, she said it did, to be fair, but... All right, Pops.
Okay, so Pops was on the up and up.
Yeah. And the battle happened and Pops got smoked, I think. That's his bro.
He probably has the opposite philosophy. That he's like, let's save them. And he's like, fuck them. It's like, come on. Why do you guys have to have like polar opposites?
Does he though? I can't remember.
I don't know. I'm just assuming because that would create conflict.
Yeah. It's canon. He's like, I completely agree with your father. You're like, that's a lie.
He's lying.
That's a badass statue, you gotta admit.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, jeez.
Or maybe he like gets it, but he's like, stop, Karen. Oh. But was it his actual brother? Because he said a friend. One of those like, oh, he's practically my uncle things. Damn. Quite the culture shock, though.
Oh.
Wow. Damn. Uh-oh. Pop quiz. I would say so. Damn. I don't know about cowardly.
No, yeah,
I wouldn't say cowardly,
I
but
wouldn't go that far, my guy.
This is definitely gearing her to get on the battlefield. Like,
yeah. Wow. She's like, I just got to vent about my day here. I think we're past that, though. But, fair enough. Damn.
She's like, oh, fuck.
Yeah, right? It's like, whoa, slow down.
Yeah. That 2 Y's and then an A at the... Okay.
maybe tripping, but it was interesting how she wasn't writing in Japanese.
Good catch.
Mm.
You're right, because now that I'm thinking about it too, there like a lot of the signs and stuff they had in the 86's like room and stuff like that were all written out in English. That's a good catch. Yeah, I guess it's implied that wherever this is taking place is like some sort of European place or whatever.
Yeah.
Or just...
Or American.
These people are speaking English.
Yeah, that's what I meant. Yeah. In this fictional world, yeah. Hey.
Oh.
Damn.
Shit.
Oof. Oh, goosebumps.
He's like, no time like the present.
This is a different ED.
It is.
Well, it's interesting how the ED has always been one stagnant picture, and it's just
Yeah.
the music.
I don't. Now I'm thinking about it. Has it always changed the song at the end? I don't know.
No, it was the same verse too. Yeah, so something that's interesting to me is that they're like, oh, we don't do things like give the handlers the personnel files or whatever on the 8060s because we don't want them to think they're humans. But the handlers are talking with and interacting with their units all the time. So I'm like, at no point are you going to tell me that like they don't know that they're people. Now, sure, you could say like, it's like, oh, well, mentally they block it out and ignore it. And I'm like, okay, but that's not the same thing as genuinely not knowing, right?
Well, they're not on the same level in their eyes, I guess.
Where'd all these guys come from?
Mm-hmm.
He's like, you need character growth.
Oh. Wow. Okay. So,
So they-
she's not the first.
Okay,
I
yeah.
mean, her pops ain't either, I guess.
And that might be what that one silver-haired chick is doing. She might be one as well.
Oh, shit.
I think she like has purple. Like I don't think she's.
Yeah,
don't know, I'm
she's
just saying it's
throwing me off all
possibility.
kinds. Yeah.
It's close. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Oh, yeah,
That's
that
not
is
white,
actually, yeah, that is very
Yeah,
purple.
it's like purple.
There's some scenes where it
No,
looks
dude,
white.
no, for real, it does. Yeah. Yeah, whatever, Theo. You'll come around.
Yeah, relax.
He didn't quite hit the mark.
It's true.
Perfectly bullseyes it. Means something. He's going to miss a shot and it's going to kill him. No, I'm just kidding. Nothing like honesty. Yeah, it definitely was hers, the pig thing, too, then, yeah. Well, I mean, listen, there could be growth on both sides here. I'm just saying. Damn. There's more.
Mm. But wait, there's more.
Oh yeah, we never got his name.
Yep.
Mm.
Who was that?
Uh-oh.
Oh shit. Is that his?
Whoa.
Well, that was mildly terrifying.
Who was that?
Oh
though?
my god!
I don't know.
Wait, why
but
does she know him? Do we know
I-
why she knows him?
Maybe
know
from
why
her
she knows
father
him.
or something. I don't know.
But that's
Mildly terrifying.
was interesting.
Yeah.
Like, borderline, like, psychopath terrifying.
What?
How his eyes were like blacked out. It was like,
Like he was like
Oh,
scratched
oh.
out, like piercing, and he just like smiles, and he's
I
like,
thought you were like,
"That's my
I'm
brother."
like, what it was
No,
really
no.
information.
no. Yeah,
What
the
a
fact that you know
psychopath.
Isaiah is a psychopath. No, I'm saying what just went like I
Like
don't
the
know.
imagery. Like,
Yeah,
oh,
yeah.
yeah. Well, I'm
yeah.
sure he's probably got some clearly like repressed thoughts of his brother.
100%.
I don't know like how he views him, if he
Yeah.
liked him, didn't like him, maybe he liked him and he did some
I agree.
shit.
It was just mildly terrifying.
But damn, there's a lot of feelings in this show, bro. There's a lot of intense moments, a lot of you know, I hate you because you hate me, but we hate you because you hate us, or we think you hate us, but you don't hate us, but most of your people hate us. It's a lot.
yeah, it's a lot. Boosh, mic drop. Yeah, not too much to say here. Not that this episode didn't have a lot going on. Obviously, you know, we got some of the background on her father, and it's implied that he died on that battlefield when he took her there because he had the right idea, as it were, but as his friend or their uncle or whatever had said, he neglected the fact that he was still living in his own world, that he thought that those people, the Alba or whatever, they don't die, right? It's only it's the 86, it's the warriors on the field. And so to go there with his daughter, you know, was something, it seemed to be foolhardy and naive in that respect. And, you know, it got him killed. Now, obviously the friend is like, he should have kept his distance completely, which he obviously is going too far into the other end. But, you know, it is interesting that it kind of has to change the Lena's perspective here in the sense that, you know, she has to go past that level that her father did and not just like think about it and stuff, but do it on an everyday level. Also, we do need some growth from we're going to get it, but it'll be interesting to see the growth from Spearhead. What's that?
Theo?
And all of them really, except for
yeah.
like Shin has his own thing, but he's a different story. Because there are certain ones that feel different than others and they each have their own personality, but there is this shared animosity towards her and this sentiment that, okay, it doesn't actually matter how genuine you are, we're still going to hate you and nothing can change that. And, you know, that's definitely a direction that we could steer away from for sure. So it's going to require some growth on these guys. And, you know, it's easy to get into the frame of mind of excusing someone who's on the receiving end of the, you know, the short end of the stick here, the receiving end of the prejudice, I guess, in this case, to justify whatever actions they have and the hatred they have. I think you nailed on the head last episode where you were saying the feelings are justified, but, you know, the way that they're, you know, what they're saying and what they're doing and things like that, like you don't have to, it doesn't mean that you have to be, you know, that symbology, that hate, you know what I mean? You don't have to you don't have to mirror it back in that mode. And that is what they are doing right now. So it's easier to feel for them because of their situation, but it doesn't excuse them. So they are, you know, they're definitely acting a little ignorant in the sense that they're like, oh, it doesn't actually matter. Like, you're just doing what you're doing. You're speaking from platitudes. You know, they got a chip on their shoulder, like you said last time. So it'll be interesting to see their come around. You know, obviously she's going to kill him with kindness and really be there for him. But
Yeah, I like how there was like there was character growth on Lena's part, definitely, in, a lot of what you were saying, where it's like, it's not enough just to talk about and say you want equality, and if you're not willing to fight for it at the same level that, like, I guess whatever the highest level it is of people fighting for it, then it doesn't mean, then it is just what it is, which is talking. And then, like you were saying, from what I assume the character growth is going to be from these the 86s, where it's like you're not going to, if Lena were to just hear what her uncle told her and then be like, oh, okay, you're right, then there's no point in fighting, or there's no point in trying. And these 86s were to keep their mindset of, well, all you handlers are just going to be the same, so there's no point in trying to get to, like, if neither one of these sides are willing to compromise, right, try to meet in the middle here, then nothing will change. There will always be handlers like that. This society and system will always be the way it is, unless there are people like Lena who are willing to make a difference, unless there are people like, I'm just going to assume maybe Shin, that want more out of this. They want change. They want, like, it's going to be toughest for them because they're fighting in the apex of it, right? They're fighting when the entire society is against them. But the society literally does not change if nobody is willing to change. It's not going to change on its own, because the Alba are very perfectly happy, like, fine where they're at. Why would they change it? So like, it's going to take both sides of this, to some extent, to be like, look, we see where we're at, we see where things have gone, but, like, they don't have to stay here. And it's going to take, hard work, because, again, like we were saying, the feelings are justified. It's not easy to, for obviously for more the 86s, because they're the ones that are being on, like, they're the oppressed here, to put those knives down, to put those walls down and be like, we forgive you. But I guess it's more about isolating the individuals rather than the groups, right? Like, I don't even know if it's safe, like, it's, we don't need them necessarily to forgive the Alba as a whole. Because I'm going to be honest, maybe this ends with, like, tearing down the entirety of the establishment of the Alba. Maybe that has to go, and we create some new mixed society where, just everybody can live in the same place again. But you do got to forgive Lena, right? Because to get to that end point, she's your best shot.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, 100%. 100%. I'm also curious, too. This is kind of off topic from what we were talking about there, but, on theme with the show. I don't know how they're ever going to win this war, or if they intend to ever win it. I think there's more behind the scenes, because I'm thinking about it and I'm like, okay, if these are all drones that are coming at you, there seem to be a lot of them and in mass production. So it's only, that, like, if you're not actually taking the offensive here and, like, striking at the heart of whatever enemy is doing, like, you're just waiting for them to then, whittle you down with their just mass amounts of, weaponry until you crumble, right? So, there's never seemed to be an offensive. It just seems to be a defensive strategy here.
Like, we're gonna, like, instead of we're gonna fight back, it's just like we're gonna go to them and, like,
exactly, right, because they have more to lose. They're humans, so eventually it doesn't matter how good they are. They lose one guy every 5 battles. It's still, they've, every time the enemy attacks, they virtually lost no one, right? Because it's just machinery. They could just wait, bide their time, and then attack again. So that's my thing. I think it's interesting how they talked about in the previous episodes, the professor was going on. He's like, well, we just got to hold out for 2 years. That's their thing. That's why we're not attacking, because we're going to hold out for 2 years, and then all their shit's going to shut down. So you guys won't even have to worry about it. Like you said, I don't think that's the truth. No. I think there's some sort of reason that they're in this perpetual war with each other. And I don't even know if it's that continent that's doing it, if it's them sending shit on their own dudes. Like, I don't know what the play is here.
Like 1984 shit, whatever that
1984, where it's like you always have to be at war with someone in order to keep the people on, like, this thing.
Oh, but I think I like the uncle and maybe some people even higher than him. Like, I think they're in on it. I think they are, like, because I think that's sort of what he might have. I mean, just assuming that this is right, what he was hinting on by saying your father was a fool to go to the battlefield. Because he's like, had he just, like, stayed in place and, like, stayed where he belonged, he wasn't supposed to be there. Like, but I think it's because they are systematically rooting this war so that they will always be able to keep their people, the Alba, and then in turn the 86 in line. Now, why they want to do that, other than money. I can't really think of anything, you know, and control. But I definitely think that like high up Albas are in on it.
Yeah, agreed. Yeah, if you ever read, like you were saying, 1984, there's like this whole thing about that they're always warring with someone. Like they can never have it that they're not warring, even if it's like they're winning, they're losing, whatever. And they going through this like deep explanation as to how it keeps people in this like sense of this like national pride, and then along the same time it's like there's always the fear of like, you know what I mean, like them coming in even though they never will, and things like that. Like there's a whole system to war. It like keeps the people like
which is fucked up
cemented.
because it's so much more about you know, in a, hurting your own people than it is about like
it's control.
It's
a control thing. So I don't know. I feel like this is the kind of show that will hopefully hit those deep levels, you know. I feel I feel like there's a lot of deep stuff going on here, and just the imagery too is like I'm like probably too focused, but like hyper focused on some of that stuff, you know.
That's true.
You know, it's fun to kind of try and figure it out.
If a show can make you care about the way pudding's moving, I think that's a testament to
that
the
was
show.
a personal thing.
How cards are played.
You need to calm down.
The card thing we were right, but the pudding was my own demons. I gotta get it.
You know?
Yeah, the texture, you know, was just weird when it's like in a gelatin
fight,
thing.
and it's like if it wiggles like the Jello, it'll win. It's like this is the secret message.
Shouldn't even
Fight
touch
like Jello.
Anyway. All right, folks, that is our reaction and our review to 86, episode 4. It's never not going to get weird of me saying 86, episode this. So it's like a number, episode number. It's really weird. But hopefully you guys enjoyed it. If you did, smash like on this video. Comment your thoughts down below. What did you think of our reaction, this episode, our discussion? Anything that we glossed over, missed, you agree with, you disagree, etc. What stood out to you this episode? Subscribe to the channel, hit the bell if you are new here, or if you haven't already, if you're one of those lurkers. Takes you 2 seconds. It's free, and it really goes a long way for us, so you don't miss any future 86 reactions, along with the others that we cover on the channel. And hit us up in the description down below. It takes 2 seconds as well. We have plenty of links there to support the show, whether it's our social media if you want to stay up to date with us, our Discord for another way to stay up to date. That's really one of the best ways, and talking with all the brilliant people that we have in there. We have things like games and different sections to talk about different anime, and we have an art and a memes and all that kind of stuff. It's a fun time. Definitely want to join that. Totally free, non-exclusive. You could hop right in at your earliest convenience. Can't wait to see you there. Hit us up on the AOA show, our main channel, where you get things like vlogs, video essays, skits, podcasts, etc., and Patreon as well to get exclusive benefits to the show while supporting us. So it's really a win-win, namely early access to some of our live reactions, 86 included, and it's in an unedited, unfiltered format. So if you're really tired of this super low sound and bajillion filters for us to dodge copyright and still have a YouTube channel, you want to get this full experience, you definitely want to head on over to Patreon and you can get that experience. So anyway, folks, thank you so much for watching. Until next time, we'll catch you on the flip. Peace. Sweet.
Ninjas and samurais, blazing the kunais. Find me in the leaf of the cloud, screaming out Bankai. We just some ghouls though, who like seeing parts fly. They like what you saying, Goma got more through the storylines. I tested your neck from the start, my hunters gon' come for your heart. I promise you'll land in my boulevard, left them in one piece, no